Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode we'll be taking a look at the Dovpo Harvest Tank, so stay tuned. Dovpo. I could be pronouncing this very wrong. I mean, it could be Dovpo or Dovpo or however you want to say it, but to me it looks like Dovpo. Anyway, Cigabuy sent me this for review. Thank you very much. And if you're interested in this, I went ahead and provide the link below. However, I'm looking at their website and it says they're sold out unless something changes between the day that I'm taping this and when you're watching the video. Maybe it's back in stock. So, you know, go ahead and double check. But I'm also going to provide a link to Cigabuy, also right underneath the link to this tank, so you can check out the website, because there's a lot of other really good buys there. And I get a lot of my e-cig products from Cigabuy, really good Chinese company that specializes in e-cigs, but they also have other things. As a matter of fact, I saw quadcopters on their website yesterday, and I was thinking, maybe I should order another one before all these quadcopter and drone regulations. But it kind of makes sense because they are a subsidiary, I think that's how you say it, I can't pronounce something, but a part of Tiny Deals, which is their bigger website. Anyway, getting back to the subject at hand, this is now an authentic Dovpo Harvest Tank. It's a sub-ohm tank. That its special thing is its top filling, and it has two temperature control nickel atomizers, one that's installed, which is the 0.2 ohm, and they also give you an additional one down here, which is the 0.5 ohm. So I think this definitely deserves a close looking at. One thing I'd like to quickly correct myself with is that the extra coil pre-made head that came with this is not a nickel temperature control. It is a normal everyday coil, non-temperature control. And again, that was a 0.5 ohm, and it could be used between, or recommended setting here is from 15 to 60 watts. So why do we need this tank? What makes this tank stand out amongst all the tanks that are out there? Well, for one thing, this is a very competitively priced tank. And then if you go to sites such as Cigabuy, you could find it as cheap as $17.81. And that is an authentic one, because these things are made to be sold pretty inexpensively to begin with. Other things, get that off there, has some nice looks to it, I think. It comes with the two atomizers, and these atomizers should or may look just a little bit familiar. Let's go ahead and just take a close look. This is the 0.5 atomizer right there, if it ever comes into focus. And it should look familiar because it is compatible with the Kanger sub-tank atomizers, or heads. So interchangeable. It's nice to have tanks that are all interchangeable. Like some of you who have watched my videos a long time ago know that I have a lot of guns, and it's nice to have several guns that use the same caliber, so you're not having to buy all these separate ones for each separate firearm. Well, in this case, you could apply that same logic to tanks. Instead of having different tanks and then having to buy all the different atomizers, it's nice to have a single head that would fit multiple devices and tanks. So with that, we'll go ahead and start taking a close look here, and let's go into the details. 5 milliliters capacity. It is top filling, so the way that you top fill this is you just unscrew, and I love the little cutouts here on the top. I think it makes it look pretty cool the way they mill those out. And you can see there's 2 holes right there. You just actually you see 3 holes, but those 2 side holes where you see the 2 gaskets there, you fill. You squirt the juice down into those 2 side holes, this one or this one, not down the air hole, these 2 side holes. So top filling, very easy. You just drop it in there and then you just screw it back on. Really nice. Now you're supposed to get some nice huge cool vapor, since this is vapor or temperature control. It's made out of stainless steel, a 304 stainless steel, and the glass here is Pyrex. You have two air slots on the bottom that is adjustable by just turning this air flow ring, just like that. Nice. You also have airflow here at the top, at the drip tip, which is removable. And you can see there's a nice silicone O-ring right there. But all you do is just turn this ring, and you can see how that opens up. Whatever happens on one side happens on the slit on the other side. So you have two there, and you have two down here. And if you look really close, you can see how there's like 3 holes. 2 holes, has like little holes there. With this one, you're just opening and closing a big slot. Standard 510 pin down there. 510 threads there. Nice knurling here, so you can take it apart fairly easily. So if you do need to change the head, you just unscrew it. Now, point 2 is supposed to be inside here. We could go ahead and take a quick look at that. Right there. Again, looks like the Kangers sub-tank atomizer right there. Real easy, you just unscrew it, get a new one, screw it back. I don't know if you want to just go ahead and take a look there. You can see a nice silicone O-ring also in there. Go ahead and screw this back in here. And I don't know if you want to take a look down there real quick. Nice thick stainless steel. It's made pretty solid feeling tank for the price. So I think we've really covered all the details. What else do we get with this? There's the other atomizer I've continually mentioned, and we get some of these extra little teeny O-rings, just those, and those are for these guys here. Right in there, you could see one there, because those will wear out. You know, those, you know, you're screwing this down here, and that's rubbing back and forth and everything. So I can understand that those may wear out just a little bit. So the next thing we'll do is go ahead and fill our tank. I need to put this on a device so it will stand up. And we'll figure out what we can put in here. Let's see. I have E-liquid, and this is Lake Custard. I had gotten this with a sample box. I'm in the mood, and have been in the mood lately for custards. You know, I have to stop eating so much sugar. So in order to satisfy my sweet tooth, I'm going to go ahead and get a custard flavored E-liquid here from Eve. So go ahead and shake this up like that. Go ahead and prime the dropper, and we're going to just go ahead and drop it in some of these holes here. So you just sort of go there and squirt. Now it would have been a good idea while I had that open to prime the head, which is always recommended. Since I didn't, I'm going to have to let this sit for a little bit before we start trying this out and vaping it. But you won't have to wait on the video, because I'll cut from one scene to the next, and it'll seem like a second for you. However, for me, I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes after this is filled up, so we can go ahead and start vaping. I'll just go ahead and wipe up some of my mess here. I'll go ahead and grab the top and just simply screw it on. And that's it. Very, very easy to fill. Very, very nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and open the airflow all the way up. And it's showing 0.24 ohms. And we're going to go ahead and vape this at 50 watts at 540 degrees. And we'll see how it does. So I'm definitely excited to see how well this budget tank does, but I'll tell you what, it doesn't feel like it's built like a budget tank. It really feels like it's built like a tank, but it is a tank, but it's built like one of those rolly tanks, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's see if something's in the pudding. I don't know, I can't remember. Holy mackerel. I think that that is better than the Kanger sub tank, even though it's using similar heads or similar coils, or whatever you want to call them, the pre-made coils. That was really good. And as you can see, it was a lot of vapor, but there was a lot of flavor there. I'm taking another toot. Wow, really, really good job. Now, of course, I'm optimizing everything by having this airflow open. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it to about a third. Now, that should increase the flavor, but decrease probably the amount of vapor. But I want to see if it makes the flavor even better. Wow. I mean, the sweetness of this juice is really intense with this tank. It is really, really incredible. Now, I have the top airflow totally cut off. I'm going to go ahead and open that fully up to all 3 holes. I don't know if you can see that. It has like the slots. You could open up 1, 2, or 3 holes. It's really weird. They should have just made it a slit also, but whatever. Wow, it definitely cooled things off there. It allowed me to suck unimpeded, and I didn't have to do the side carb out of my mount. So for those of you who don't know how to regulate the air using your lips or whatever, you could use the tip, the drip tip that comes with it, to sort of do that with the adjustable airflow up here. But of course you could use your own drip tips, standard thing right there that you could put those in. So I'm going to go ahead and open this back up. I like it open on the bottom and totally closed on the top there. And we'll go ahead and take one more vape of this, and then we'll judge whether or not this is worth it. Makes me feel like my nose is dripping. Because all that vapor just comes out of your nose. Feels like you're blowing snot. I like it, and I am highly, highly recommending this. If you're on a tight budget, but you want a really good quality, solid tank that's built like a tank that uses a more standard coil, a pre-made head, which is the Kanger sub-tank ones, this is it. Look no further. I think this is a very good solution, a very good solid tank, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. So you can go ahead and check Cigabuy with the link I provided in the description box below. If they are sold out, you can obviously find other places. This is a pretty popular tank, I think, even though there are not too many reviews out there on YouTube for some reason. There's some reviews out there, but not that many. Also, please feel free to check out the Cigabuy website link that I also provided down into the description box to check out all the other great products that Cigabuy has to offer. So, highly recommended. Awesome tank. And hey, it's Friday at the end of the week, and we can relax, vape, and enjoy all that money that we earned all week, right? Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And please, 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 if you enjoy the videos that I'm putting together here and enjoy my reviews, please subscribe and give me that thumbs up. Okay, take care. Bye.